Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verse 1 says, "To everything there is a season. There's a time for every purpose under heaven." And it goes on to say that sometimes heaven purposes for us to tear things down. Other times heaven's desire is for us to build it up. Sometimes we're to plant, other times we're to pluck. Sometimes to weep, other times to laugh. Heaven has a purpose for every time in our life, and what I've discovered is that people who live life successfully are people who have a good sense of divine timing. Chapter 3, verse 11 of Ecclesiastes says, "God has made everything beautiful in its time." The problem is, you may be someone who's ready to pluck when God is saying it's time for you to plant. Or maybe you'd rather be laughing, but this is a season of weeping that God has brought you through. If you don't know what season you're in, then you're going to have difficulty experiencing all that God has for you in the moment. And I'm really excited about a book that I wrote in this year called The Seasons of God, in which it looks at the various seasons of life that we go through. And sometimes you think, well, in your early life, as a child, as a young person, it's springtime, and when you're older, it's wintertime. But I began to look at how the Bible unfolds this, and actually, throughout our lives, we go through a number of springtimes. You could be a retiree. I met a woman who's 82 years old experiencing a brand new springtime in her life. Also, you can have a number of winter times where things begin to shut down and come to an end. You can graduate from high school, and that's a winter time. You can lose a loved one, that's a winter time. You can retire from your career, that's a winter time. But immediately after every winter is another spring. My encouragement to you is that you might even be in the midst right now of a very long, dark, cold winter season in your life. But you can take heart, because no matter how hard and difficult the winter may be, we always know that another spring is coming. The question for you is, do you know what season you're in right now? And are you thriving in the season that God's put you in? You won't always be in that season. You'll eventually move to another one. But while you're in this season, are you getting everything out of life that God intends for you?